In a previous video, I had talked about what a new dog owner should do to make sure that he enjoys owning his dog. Today, I'm going to talk about the mistakes that new dog owners make. And that also makes their ownership of a dog very cumbersome and their dog very unruly. Now, I'm going to refer to what I did before. We had said before that any new dog owner should research the breed. Now, when you don't research the breed, you don't know what you're buying. You don't know what's in the package. It's like buying something that you don't know what's inside, yet you're expecting some gold inside. So if you don't research the breed, you buy any dog from the street corner, from shelters, you just buy any dog. You need to research the dog. Your lifestyle, not matching your lifestyle with what the type of dog. If you don't match that lifestyle, you will buy a dog that overwhelms you or underwhelms you. Either which way, either you're an active person, you buy a dog that is not active. For instance, if you're somebody who likes the outdoor life and cycling, then you go and buy a British bulldog. Of course, it's not going to jog with you because it wasn't bred to do that. It doesn't have the strength to do that. So you need to match your lifestyle. Then if you don't prepare your home, if you don't puppy proof your house, make your dog acceptable for the dog, of course you're going to have issues. Knocked over furniture, chewed up table chairs, poo all over the place, sometimes pee on your bed. All those are things that you need to take care of. You make sure that your house is puppy proof. So if you make that mistake, you have a miserable, then you go around complaining that, oh, your dog is bad, your dog is bad, your dog is bad. Then training and grooming. Not training and grooming your dog is a very, very bad way to start off, because the dog's hair, especially for those that shed, they need to be combed, they need to be brushed, they need to be washed. So you need to groom your dog. Training, if you don't train a dog, an untrained dog, like I've said before, is a very unruly dog and a very disastrous dog, because the dog develops habits that he likes and he won't listen to your command, doesn't obey anything you say. So you tell the dog to sit and he barks. You tell it to do something else, it does something else. And you'll be frustrated at the end of the day for having an untrained dog. Finally, not doing health checks. You need to do health checks. From puppyhood, are the vaccinations right? Have they been dewormed? And then as the dog is growing on, you keep those schedules. Vaccination schedules are kept. Deworming schedules are kept. Food is properly given that gives it its proper growth, nutrition. If it's an adult dog, the kind of food you give it is different so that it stabilizes. If it's a very old dog, also what you give it has to have a lot of carbohydrates. So you need to know where the protein comes in, where the carbohydrate comes in. So if you don't do those things, if you don't do any of these things, you just have a miserable life around the dog, and you will eventually either ending up selling off the dog, giving out to a shelter, or finding somebody else who would have a better experience with the dog. Then you start to say, oh, you had a very terrible experience with your dog, but it's just because you didn't do the things that you're supposed to do. So always remember, do the things you're supposed to do before you bring a dog into your house. If you don't do them, you're spelling out disaster for yourself. Thank you.